Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the blush tag. Someone actually suggested that I do this on the last tag video that I filmed, which was the Perfect Palette 2 tag. So someone suggested that I do the blush tag, and I love blushes. It's one of my favorite makeup items. Not like I don't love all makeup items, but I do love blush a lot, so I wanted to do this one for you guys. I literally wore a blush pink colored dress to film for you guys today because I was doing the blush tag, and I thought that was really appropriate, and that might be crazy. I'm not even sure if you can see that it's blush pink. It's like cream up here, and then this part's pink, but it's really, really cute, and I like it, but I did wear it specifically for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the questions. I have them right here. The first one is the best packaging. So the best packaging is this Too Faced Perfect Flush blush in the Peach Beach shade. These are the Sweetheart blushes, and honestly they're just so pretty. Like, that is of course the prettiest packaging in my collection. This is what it looks like on the inside. Just a really, really beautiful assortment of colors. I love this blush as well. The product inside is great, and it's just so pretty, and I need to use this more, but I really do love this. It's really beautiful for summertime, and the packaging on it is cute enough to set it out and just like decorate it with. So that is definitely the best packaging. The second question is, what is the prettiest color? And that is so hard because literally I love every color of blush. I think they're all like so pretty. But the color that I think is the prettiest, if I had to pick one, is like a peachy pink color like this one. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Pampered. And it is just the most beautiful color of a peachy pink that suits every skin tone. It looks good with pretty much any eyeshadow look. And I think it just brings life to your face. It's really youthful. And it's just really flattering. It's a very flattering blush color. So I love this one. If I had to pick an absolute prettiest color, it's any type of peachy pink blush. But this one is specifically really, really pretty. And it's very pigmented. And I love that it's a matte blush. And it doesn't have like a shimmer to it. But it's just beautiful. I love this color. The third question is the most pigmented blush that you own, and for me this was an easy one. This is a new blush that I recently got, and when I swatched this in store I almost thought it was too pigmented because I was afraid it would be hard to blend, but it actually blends really well. And it's this Lorac buildable blush. It's a matte in the color Cinematic, and I swatched it for you guys just so you can see how pigmented it is. It is literally such a strong color. One dip in it could do almost both cheeks. Like, it's just really, really pigmented, really creamy and buttery, but it's definitely like the most pigmented blush I have on one swatch. I mean, I have a lot of blushes that can get to a very pigmented place, but this is just one pass of this with my finger, and it's insanely pigmented, and it's such a beautiful color as well. It's like a mauvey brown, super wearable, pretty blush, but it's definitely the most pigmented I own. The next question is an everyday blush, and I have a lot of blushes that I feel like could be everyday blushes. This one that I just swatched, the Lorac one, even though it's super pigmented, it's like an everyday color, but one that I thought would be an everyday blush, and I picked it for a few reasons. One, it is a very neutral color. It could go with any eye look that you're going to wear, any lip color. You could do a bold lip in this blush. You could do a really natural makeup with this blush. You could do a smoky eye with this blush. Another reason it could be an everyday one is because it is affordable, and if you ran out you could easily go pick up one. It's like $3, and it's not going to break the bank if you use this every day. You could literally use it every day and keep repurchasing it. And that is the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Rose Champagne, and if I can get it open I'll show you what it looks like. And it is beautiful. It's just a very, very pretty, neutral, subtle blush. It doesn't look like that much in the pan, but it's really pretty on your cheeks. It gives a really nice flush. And like I said, it just is so wearable. So I would definitely pick this for an everyday blush if I had to pick like one blush every day. But this one is definitely super beautiful. And like I said, that's in the color of Rose Champagne. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not like shimmery by any means. I don't know. This is just a really beautiful one. This is one of the new colors from Wet n Wild, and I really like this. It would be a great everyday blush for anybody, I think. The next question is a party blush, and this could go like in a lot of different directions. I noticed that Emily Noel took this in the way that she said when she thinks of a party blush, she thinks of something that would go with the smoky eye, so something understated. But for me, when I think of a party blush, I just automatically think of something bright. I don't know why, but I just think of like a super intense, bright, like color blush. So for me, that would be Milani Baked Blush in Bella Rosa. It is a beautiful hot pink color. And I don't use this enough. This is actually one of Milani's matte baked blushes. And it's really, really pretty. But it is a deep pink color. I need to pull this out for summertime more. I've been using a lot of bright colored blushes. So this would be beautiful. But I really like this. And for some reason, I just think of a party look when I think of this. I think of like a subtle smoky eye. Not super dark. But with like some silver glitter or like gold glitter. And then this blush and a nude lip is kind of what I have in mind for some reason. But when I think party blush, I think this one. Again, it is the Milani in Bella Rosa, and I think it's just gorgeous and super bright and also really pigmented. Question number 6 is a blush that you regret purchasing, and I almost couldn't think of one for this just because I don't actually have a ton of expensive blushes, so I haven't spent like a lot on most of them, and if I don't love it, I don't like super regret purchasing it. And actually all of the blushes that I have aren't, like, most of them aren't bad. I really like them, but I actually found this one and it was cheap. It's e.l.f., but I do regret purchasing it just because I never use it, and honestly I just can't figure out how you would use it, and I feel like people brag on this color a lot. It's the e.l.f. blush in Candid Coral, and I've heard people talk about it before, and even in the pan it looks like it would be one of those gorgeous, neutral, easy to wear everyday blushes. But for me, I swatched it. It's right above that Lorac blush, and you can't even see it. It's just like gold shimmer, and it just makes my skin look so bad. Like, it shows like my pores, and I don't know. I just never like how this looks. I've tried to wear it a couple of times. I've tried to layer it. But for me, it just looks like a gold shimmer that is super, super powdery. So, I don't know. I just do not like that one. And if I had to regret purchasing any blush that I had, I guess it would be that one. The next question is a blush that is your least used, and the one I regret purchasing I obviously do not use, but for this I wanted to pick something that is good quality, but I just don't reach for it a lot because I feel like that kind of is a better explanation of my least used blush, because I'm obviously not going to use something I don't like. But this is the Laura Geller Blush and Brighten in Pink Grapefruit, and I got this in some type of set at Ulta. It's really, really pretty actually. It's like a mauve rose gold type of sheen. It's very shimmery, I think is why I stray away from it. I'll show you a swatch of it. It's right underneath right here. It's a beautiful blush, but I just don't reach for it. I don't know why. Like, that swatch is seriously gorgeous. Like, I'm going to have to pull this out and use it. But I guess once you get so many blushes, you kind of just stick to your favorites. But I don't use this one near enough, and it's really, really pretty. Again, that is in Pink Grapefruit. And yeah, that's probably one of my least used blushes that is actually good quality and is beautiful. Next is your most used / never let go of blush, and that is definitely MAC Pinch Me for me. I could wear this every day, and every time I wear it I have a good makeup day. I just think it's so pretty. It's like the most pretty deep pink rosy color. I don't know, just something about this color is beautiful to me, and you can go a little bit lighter handed with it, wear it with a darker eye look, but it can also be the star of the show if you want to build it up. It is a sheer tone in Pinch Me, but it's just beautiful. I love that color, and like I said, it's just one of those blushes that when I wear it, I like how my makeup looks, and I just think that it really suits my skin tone really well. So this is definitely my most used / would never let go of blush. The next question is your favorite blush. I keep wanting to say brush. Your favorite blush brand. And for me, I don't have a ton of any single blush brand. I feel like I have a couple from each brand. But my favorite brand overall is definitely Tarte. I have these two. I also have another one in the drawer. But I feel like Tarte, their blushes are always really beautiful colors. And they just stay on so well. I can do my makeup with a Tarte blush and look in the mirror like 6 hours later, and I feel like my blush is still like a prominent feature. And for some reason, I feel like other blushes kind of fade throughout the day. I don't know what it is about that, but I feel like the color gets like less intense. But Tarte blushes last a really, really long time, and they have gorgeous colors, good packaging, they go on smooth. They're definitely my favorite blush brand. Now this next question is your greatest discovery of the last year. And for me, I didn't pick a specific blush because I can't like pinpoint one blush that I discovered in the last year. But I wanted to talk about a specific technique that I've been using to apply my blush that I've kind of discovered. And that is first do my highlight, and I do that on the apples of my cheeks and up on my cheekbones. Then I'll take a super bright colored blush like this NYX Cinnamon or any kind of really bright blush, and I'll put it right on the apples of my cheeks. And I kind of just blend it back a little bit, but I keep it like on the outer part of the apple of my cheeks. And this over a highlighter has been the most beautiful technique, especially for spring and summer. It's super fresh and like poppy and young looking. So I've really been liking that technique. That's probably my greatest discovery like that has anything to do with blush in the last year. I couldn't think of like one specific blush, and I didn't just want to pick one and like tell you all that it was my greatest discovery, but that technique has definitely been a good discovery for me because it's making me pull out some of my brighter blushes that I don't really use all that often, and I'm loving the way they look like that. Question number 11 is your most practical blush, and I feel like that this kind of overlaps with like everyday blush because you're not going to wear something every day that's not practical, but for me I thought of practical as in something I could use in a multitasking way. So I picked the Milani Baked blush in Bellissimo Bronze, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous blush. It's like a peachy, pinky bronze color. And the reason that I picked this is because you could actually use this to bronze up your face if you didn't have a bronzer. It's really beautiful, glowy. You could just use it kind of sparingly and bronze up your face. You could build it up a little more on your cheeks and make it more like a blush. And then you could also use it for a gorgeous crease color on the eyes. So I just feel like that this kind of multitasks really well. Like I said, bronzer, blush, and on the eyes. And then also where it has a good sheen to it, you wouldn't have to use a highlighter. Like it kind of highlights your cheeks for you. So I feel like that's probably the most practical blush that I have as far as multitasking. Next is the least practical, and for me that's actually a cream blush that I did love for a while there, and I still do like how it looks, but it's just probably the least practical option, and that is this Becca Beach Tint Shimmer Souffle in the color Watermelon, and it's actually really beautiful. It's a pretty color. You can see I've used quite a bit of it, but it takes a little bit to build it up, so it's not fast at all, so that's definitely not practical for me because it takes a while to get like to the intensity that I want as far as blush is concerned. And then also it stays kind of sticky, I think, so if you're going outside in humidity or anything like that, then this isn't the most comfortable product to wear. So for a least practical option, I would say that this is probably the one. The next question is your most expensive blush, and I think I have a lot of blushes that are around the same price range. The Tarte, the Too Faced, the Laura Geller, those are all in the like $20 range, I'm pretty sure. But the most expensive one I have is a blush that I actually multi-purpose for a blush and bronzer. And that is this Estee Lauder Pure Color blush in the color Brazen Bronze. It's beautiful. I don't regret purchasing this at all. But I think it is about $32. So I would say it is the most expensive blush that I have. I bought this when I was working there, so I was around the products every day, and I of course wanted one of the awesome blushes. But this is so beautiful. It's a very, very pretty rose gold like bronzer color. I don't know, I just think it's gorgeous, but like I said, it's about $32, so it is a little more expensive than like the Lorac and the Tarte blushes. And then the very last question is your least expensive blushes. And for me, these are the Jordana blushes. And I actually love them. They're great quality. I have Tawny Beige, Redwood, and Touch of Pink. And I actually have a few more, I believe, somewhere. They weren't in my drawer, but I used to have some packed away somewhere. And these are $1 at like a Dollar Tree or something if you can find them. And they're actually really full cover and great. But I don't think I have anything that is less than $1. But these are all $1 a piece. And really good blushes, actually. So if you find any of the Jordana blushes, I would definitely try them out. So that's it for this blush tag video. Thank you to whoever suggested me doing this. I really enjoyed it. I love makeup tags, so if you have any other suggestions, leave those down below. I tag all of you all to do this video, or just share with me down below the answers to all these questions, because I would love to read your all's answers. I think blush is just such a pretty makeup item. It just makes me feel pretty and look prettier. So I love blush. Just let me know the answers down below to the questions, and I'll definitely read and reply to all of those. So So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. It's right down here somewhere. It's free and it lets you know when I post new videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye.